So what do you do if you're a cop in the 80s in Miami and you're bitten by a cobra at the same time that you're struck by lightning when your partner is chopped in half by a kung fu master? I decided to be a YouTube host, but Kung Fury went a different way with it.
Hey, you got a permit for those guns?
I've got your permit right here.
So the Kickstarter phenomenon, Kung Fury, you've probably heard of it before. It's finally made its debut on YouTube. It's a 30-minute short film that did first premiere on Robert Rodriguez's El Rey TV network, which I had never heard of before. But the 17,000 backers on Kickstarter pledged like over $600,000. So they really wanted to see this get made. Directed, starring, written, everything by this guy named David Sandberg, who does not actually know Kung Fu, but he does know how to put a triceratops on a human's head. I love that it's Triceracop. So it's basically takes place in the 80s where Kung Fury, this renegade cop, travels through cyberspace to face off against his arch nemesis Adolf Hitler, but encounters robots and things along the way. Hitler is of course played by Yorma from The Lonely Island. It's vulgar and gory and everything that you would want it to be, really. But let's not forget that David Hasselhoff makes an appearance in the short film. And remember, he did do one of the songs for the soundtrack, True Survivor, which gave us a sneak peek of this epic film. Back Tomatoes review of this film yet, but bloggers are quite into it. Let me read you a couple reviews. So The Verge calls it 2015's greatest 80s action movie. Variety called it the most awesome project in Cannes. Yes, it was screened at Cannes at the Directors Fortnight, not at the actual Cannes Film Festival. The Daily Beast calls it an insane, hyper-violent 80s nostalgia roundhouse kick to the face, which does remind me of a great joke that was in the movie. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Knuckles. Now let's look at some reviews where they really matter, the YouTube comments. Felicia Day, hey, she says, I couldn't love this more. The Gamer in the Rye says, this movie deserves all awards. Amazing. Grabs popcorn and watches it again. Yeah, it's only 30 minutes. You can watch it a few times. Jason Scalici, who helpfully notes his nickname is Jay, says, okay, my fellow 80s folks, let's all take a moment to realize this is not that far off from what we had and it was supposed to be taken seriously then. Which is actually not true because 80s action movies look like that. Knuckles. Is Kung Fury everything you thought it would be? Let us know, like, and subscribe.